What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Yoka Duck coming to you from New Orleans, NOLA, the NO, the Crescent City. Yeah, that Big Easy, baby. And today I got some content for you. But before we get into all that, make sure you like that, hit that like button, share the video, smash that like button. I'm talking about absolutely assaulted for me. Show me some love. We on the road to monetization, trying to get all these likes. Trying to get all my views up, you know what I'm saying? We got some content for you. Hopefully, after this, I'm gonna take a little break, unless there is some other news that's breaking or something that I feel is worth talking about. But if you haven't, if you don't know, Drake ended his Anita Maxwin tour, so we're gonna get into a little bit of that. And I'm not sure if we're gonna talk about that first week album sales, but you know what, we can get into it. First week for him and Party Next Door's album sold close to just shy of 250,000, around 243,000 units, and that was pretty decent, given the fact that album was absolutely horrible. You know, but I think a lot of that went into, I think a lot of that had to do with the curiosity of it all, you know. He had the haters listening to it, you know, people like myself listening to it just to review it. But though that second week album sales, I think he sold around 3,000 units, which is absolutely abysmal. But we ain't gonna get too far into the weeds on that. I mean, nobody really cares anyway. The glazers are gonna glaze. They're gonna big it up no matter how trash it is. And you also gonna have your Kendrick stands, your Kendrick glazers, who gonna try their best to downplay it. And I'm not getting into that. Not today, at least. But we're going to talk about this tour that Drake seemingly cut short, and there's quite a few theories, one might say, when it comes to that. But first, before we get into it, we're going to get into what Joe Budden had to say on the matter. And hey, I mean, look, I'm not going to play Joe's clips or nothing like that. It's just going to be all audio. So let's get into it.
Supposed to be at all. All right, what else is important up there? Drake tour canceled.
Which tour?
The Australian tour. He did a couple dates and then they canceled the rest of the tour.
Oh, for real?
It's supposed to be dates next week.
Move. I should have pulled that move.
I didn't know.
For real? I didn't even hear that.
I didn't know. I thought the tour had been done.
Parks.
Nah.
That boy Parks.
Nah, he had
I didn't even
I don't
catch wind
keep
of
up
that
on
one.
the Drake hater tweets.
So what the story is, well, what they came out to say is it was a routing error.
They said it was a scheduling conflict. That's what Drake's camp put out. He put out that it was a scheduling conflict, which is quite concerning given the fact that what scheduling conflict? The schedule was made. Everybody knew what was going on, right? So why was there a conflict? From what I'm hearing, there was a lot of Drake showing up whenever he wanted to for sound check and everything. So it was a scheduling conflict for the simple fact that Drake wanted to do what he wanted to do. And when you do things like that as a rapper, fans take notice of that, and they not rocking with that when they paying their money for it. I would say good money, but those tickets were going for like $16. So it you know, but look, the economy is shot right now worldwide. So $16 could have been like some eggs. Eggs are expensive. Like I foregoed. I don't even know if that's how you say that. I neglected getting my eggs to come to your concert. So no matter what you're paying for a concert, one, it's your money, And 2, it's your time. And you can't get back time.
With the way the tour was routed.
Sure.
And he had...
Gets sticky.
There's like a 11, 12-day gap between shows.
Uh-huh.
So they canceled those shows.
Said it would have been real costly.
Sure.
No. See, Steak because Steak is who sponsored that show. It didn't matter. They put that schedule out knowing that there were going to be gaps in the shows. That wasn't their concern, because if it was their concern, they would have put those dates, those tour dates closer together. The problem I think he had was the fact that he wasn't selling tickets, even though he was giving them away for $16 a pop. No one was really interested in going to the concert. Now, granted, Drake is a dope artist. As far as his previous songs, his previous works, his earlier catalog, it's undeniable that Drake is a dope artist. He's great at what he does. But he has taken a major hit when it comes to his image. So a lot of people are having second thoughts on participating in a concert from someone with such heinous accusations.
They got to keep the crew there. They got to keep all the people there for an additional 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Got it.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, I can see it.
So what do you think it is?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't believe that.
I don't know how tours go.
Look, at least he admitted to not believing it, because I don't believe it. Why would the sponsors of that tour have those dates so far apart if they didn't have the money to finance that situation? You get what I'm saying? I know you get what I'm saying. Because this was already predetermined. So it's not like it was something that was like, yeah, we're going to push back these dates like this. No, these dates were already predetermined. They already had this in mind. Now, granted, the tour was pushed back a bit, but regardless, the timeline still remained the same. It just shifted towards later dates.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's like the Gene Hackman murder.
It was days, and like it was lapses in days between the shows.
But why wouldn't that be ironed out before you got on the plane to Australia?
That's why it doesn't make sense.
It's because it was ironed out. Maybe the sponsors realized that it was a mistake. I'm backtracking a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the sponsors realized that it was a mistake. There were too many gaps. There were too long of gaps in order for us to turn a profit. And then we having to pay all of Drake's staff. We're having to pay the dancers and everybody, the entourage and everything to stay up in these hotels for an extended period of time. I get that. But all this stuff was predetermined. They have a pretty good idea of what the bottom line will be when they set things like this up. So it still sounds like an excuse to me. And we're going to get into some of the other excuses, some of the other theories that a lot of people are having in mind.
Before you issued the whole tour schedule and itinerary, that should have been figured out. That wouldn't have made no sense.
I mean,
It's believable for anybody but him.
That's not believable for anybody, for me.
Oh, I disagree with that.
Actually, it's more believable for other people than him.
I disagree.
Because the other people penny pinching for real. You know what I'm saying? He got to know.
I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I don't know what Joe's going to say, but I absolutely agree with that. The other artists, the smaller artists, they're penny pinching for real, right? So they can't afford to have these big gaps in which they're having to pay hotels and they're having to pay they have to pay lodging. They have to pay room and board for not only themselves, but for the rest of their entourage. So I totally get it.
Enough money where...
That's racist.
What?
I'm joking.
Yeah. He got enough money that if it was 3-day gaps and you had to house everybody and all of that shit for 3 or 4 days, the smaller acts can't afford to do that. So we got to, you know what I'm saying, be on point with it.
None of that's believable because, again, we look...
I know this is off topic. I want to know what kind of headphones those are. They look dope.
Get all of this shit before we even announce the tour.
That makes sense.
We got the dates.
Yeah.
Somebody says, hey, look, from March 3rd, we don't have another show until March 14th.
Yeah.
What we doing?
what are we doing in here?
Yeah.
Nah, like
Nigga,
on March 6th,
the
March
album
7th.
did better than they niggas thought, and he come back to the States, nigga, to let his presence be felt, nigga.
The album didn't do better than what people thought. People were, especially Joe. Joe was projecting, if I'm not mistaken, around 300,000 to 400,000. Nah, it did clear 200. It did clear the 200, but it didn't even do nearly as good as his last album, For All the Dogs. And For All the Dogs was crap. Now, granted, For All the Dogs was a whole lot better than this one. A whole lot better. But Drake should be able to get 300,000 to 400,000 if it was a crap album to begin with. Right? But see, what happened was he took a hit as far as his image. Then you had the people to go out and actually listen to the album, and everyone for the most part came to the conclusion that the album was trash, and word of mouth spread and people weren't interested. They gave it they listened to it once over, and that was it.
I don't need to relax in Australia no more. I don't need to lay low, nigga. They loving me out here to know.
And with me saying that people gave it the once over and that was it. His fans gonna steady stream it, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it seems as though his fan base isn't as strong, his cult following isn't as big as he thought it was. I think that Drake lost a lot of fans when he took this hit as far as his image. So a lot of people like myself who gave critiques of the album, people went into it with that in the back of their minds. If that makes sense. They went into that with that in the back of their minds, which is totally, don't get me wrong, I don't think that's totally fair for people to do. You should still give it, your own opinion. But people went into the album with negative things in the back of their mind in regards to the album, and we kind of like, people who reviewed it kind of like steered them towards the direction of it being trash. But it was a boring listen. I'm sorry.
The noise is rumbling. I'm coming back home. Come on, come back home, nigga. Get back in your bag. You know what I'm saying?
Is it? I'm gonna ask.
They said the dates were sold out.
Yeah,
Yeah, the people tight. The people mad.
Those dates weren't sold out. Come on, bro. Let's be real, bro. He was struggling to sell tickets from the beginning. That's why it was pushed back. Because it was struggling to sell tickets.
I haven't fact checked any of this info.
No, they said that
I'm
the
just
people
telling
mad
you
as
what I
hell,
read
allegedly.
from strangers online. They said that the dates were sold out. I can't really understand. If you got sold out karaoke, then why not go? Ain't like
Hold on.
he was exerting energy.
That's a fact. He said if you got sold out karaoke, what because it wasn't like he was exerting it. Drake wasn't exerting. He wasn't even putting on a great performance. A lot of people had complaints about the performance in itself. The fact that he would go out there and basically do karaoke night. And a lot of times he would have the audience sing for him. That's not, I didn't come here to work. I came here, I paid you to do the work. That's just like going to Walmart or any other grocery store and going to self-checkout. I'm not getting paid to do this. Why do I want to do it? Why? Y'all getting paid to ring me up. Nah, I'm doing the work. I'm not getting a discount. You can at least give me 10% if I got to check out for myself. Come on.
That nigga out there. All right, y'all. I need y'all to sing this one with me. Y'all put the money down. Y'all got to do it. Y'all got to do this one.
That's a fact. I was seeing that a lot. Dude put the mic down on stage and had the doggone audience sing for him. This is not self-checkout at Walmart, homie. I paid for you to entertain me. I'm not here to be your entertainment. Then you had the DJs talking about show Drake some love. Man, I'm not cheering for nobody. He better come out here and shuck and jive for me, because that's what I'm paying for. I'm paying for you to come shuck and jive for me. I ain't singing along. I'm not ruining my voice to sing at the top of my lungs for you, Drake. Oh, I don't care if it was Kendrick that was putting on the show. If Kendrick dropped the mic and said, "All right, y'all sing along," no, I'm gonna spit a few bars of those songs that I enjoy. I'm not putting on your concert for you,
bitch.
Listen,
why would you can't? It sounds like I'm cracking on
it's
him,
easy money,
but I'm not.
It's easy money.
Why would you cancel that?
We're not talking about
I got
a
the
Beyonce
easiest
tour or
gig in
nothing.
the world. I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the mic. I'm letting these Australians do some shit with their little funny broke people signs. I'm going. I'm going to this.
It might be what Flip said, yo. I'm ready to get.
with the funny broke people. And this is a perfect segue for the next video that I wanted to get into. Those funny broke people sides. That's what I wanted to get into. I would just want to see what Joe's take was on it. I didn't like I say, most of the time when I do these reaction videos, I just listen a little bit. I go to the timestamp in which I find, for Joe, I had to search where he talked about it. I saw somebody else reacting to it, so I had to find that particular spot. I didn't really listen to it because I wanted the reaction to be as genuine as possible. You know, I skimmed through them, but for the most part, I just want the reaction to be as genuine as possible. Which is, you know, that's all a part of this thing, you dig? With that being said, we're gonna get into my man Challz Brown and see where he I don't know if this was a theory or if this is something he heard himself, but we're gonna get into Challz Brown's take on the whole situation. So let's get into it.
Now I know what all those signs were for on Drake's tour.
And that was the situation with everybody requesting things from Drake in this type of giveaway type of scenario where people would go to the concert and they would ask for stuff. They would ask for an engagement ring. They would ask for him to pay their bills, you know, ask for a car, ask to pay the mortgage, trips to Greece, Birkins, cancer patients, marriages. A lot of people go to this concert and it starts to feel like a giveaway. A lot of people are asking for stuff, requesting for stuff. And Drake is giving them the request. Whatever people that he picks out in the crowd, he'll actually answer to their request and give them what they want. I'm just trying to make sense of it all because it really made me wonder, why are the tickets being sold at such a low price?
If it is what you say it is, the tickets are being sold at such a low price because they're basically lottery tickets. You're paying for a chance to possibly get some money out of Drake. Or not even Drake. You're paying for the possibility to get some money out of Stake. It's gambling. That's what it is.
Now, you could say that he's struggling to sell tickets. You could say for whatever reason, right? But the gambling aspect of this whole thing is what's throwing me off. From Drake doing...
Why you thrown off by it? And this is the Ville. That's the YouTuber that Challz is reacting to. His name is DeVille. Why are you surprised by it? He's doing this for Stake. It's a gambling app. This is Drake's new thing. He don't even want to rap no more. The dude is so far going into gambling. He's a gambling addict. He's a degenerate. So that's his thing. That's why he don't want to perform. That's why he's dropping the mic, because he's just there to really gamble. That's his new business venture, being a gambler. He thinks he's about to be like some kind of like off-the-chain poker player or something, or like the slot master. I don't know if you know this or not, but it's all chance, right? It's all chance. You can't like make a living off gambling unless you one dope poker player, but you know they lose too. When it comes to gambling, when it comes to these gambling apps, and it comes to sports betting, for the most part, if you're not outright losing, for the most part, you breaking even at the most. Some people are lucky and they win. You know, they win more than they lose, but it's still chance.
The promotion with Stake with the drone. From the name of the tour, Anita Max Win, being in Sydney where Steak is headquartered at, and
See, I didn't even know that Steak was headquartered in Sydney, Australia. That one's a new one for me. That explains a lot. Let's continue.
all these fans paying a low price, like a ticket number, so that way they could go to the concert with their signs and perhaps by chance win the lottery. This whole tour, in some type of way, was all about gambling and just a big promotion for Steak.
No, check this out. And maybe I was short-sighted in the whole situation. Like, I thought this was just Drake's persona, this little Anita Maxwin character. I just thought this was his persona. I didn't think that it was the basis for the tour itself. I didn't think that it was just another gambling hustle. I just thought this was Drake's alter ego. No, this was all a play. This was all a hustle. This dude just hustled y'all. Well, maybe not Drake himself. Well, he did, because he didn't even perform. Well, Drake, along with Steak, just hustled y'all. If you think you about to come to the States with that, bruh, and from what I'm hearing, like, Australia is like, this like a whole bunch of gambling addicts there. So, man, look, he can't come to the States with that nonsense thinking he's about to put on a tour just for a whole bunch of degenerate gambling. I mean, you're going to get them. You're going to get a few, but you're not going to fill up no arenas or no stadiums if that's the play.
What up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again, talking fact. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG gang. Listen, shout out to The Veil. The Veil is a YouTuber, and he made a very, very interesting video. And all of these pieces have been already there. But he put one piece in the puzzle that I said, now I see the entire picture of this Drake tour, and now I get it. The Veil has been following this development of this tour for a while. I said in my last video that the tour was sponsored by Steak. We all knew that Steak had something to do with Drake's tour. We all knew that Drake went to Australia because of Steak. The owner of Steak is in Australia, and that's why they put the tour in Australia. We already knew that. We already knew that Steak had something, their hands in the tour some kind of way. We already knew all that. But what I didn't know, and again, shout out to The Veil, was that all of those signs that we saw, that I put in my last video, that it was crazy that these people keep putting these signs begging him for this. Oh, can you pay for my student loan? Like, it's a whole bunch of signs in the front. And I said, because I did not think this through.
Same. I didn't think it through either. I didn't see the play at all. Shout out to the Veil for even seeing it. I guess because a lot of this stuff I don't really too much care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care why Drake's motivation behind the tour. I just care about the music. I'm not trying to put puzzle pieces together to see what kind of play he's trying to make in order to make money. Like, I don't care about his pockets. But this is weird, degenerate behavior on his part. And that's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with people playing on other people's shortcomings. I could word that a little bit better, but it's to me, it's predatory behavior. It's predatory behavior.
I said, all of those signs that's begging Drake for something, you can't even see around them. You can't see past them because they're holding them up while he's rapping. It's a picture out there. It went viral of every sign asking him for something. And to me, I'm like, that's kind of distracting. If I'm trying to perform and you got a song out, my dog is dying, can you pay the medical bill? Like, it's a million of these, they all like signs. I didn't know that they wanted them to do that. I didn't know that the culture of that tour was to come in with a sign and he might give you 30 G's. I didn't know that.
That was the whole play. Basically, you buying a ticket and bringing a sign out there was basically like buying a lottery ticket in hopes of winning $30,000 or whatever. That was the whole play. That's what it was all based off. Possibly winning some money. So Drake, in other words, couldn't sell out these, and it wasn't even like an arena. It was more like an auditorium that held like 12,000 people. He could not fill up a stadium or fill up an arena of 12,000 people without there being an incentive involved for the fans.
I'm just learning this right now. Because I was like, them signs should be pulled down. Why you got these signs? You're blocking the people behind. They can't even see the show. No, this thing was sponsored. If he picks your sign, you get 10, 15, 20, 30 grand. That's lottery shit. That's gambling, gang. You buy your $47 ticket or your $300 ticket, whatever you paid, you come in, you hold the sign up. Then he's rapping. I better find your love. Then he spot the right sign. I don't know how the transaction goes. I don't know if he point, hey, yo, Jimmy, yo, get the sign about the hurt dog. It's a dog, get it. I don't know how they decide who gets the money, but somehow, some way, they go through those signs, bing, bing, bang, bang, bing, and they pick one, and that person gets the money. You're gambling. I was like, yo, these signs are crazy. Everybody's making fun of these signs, but we didn't know that they were perpetuating that. Come with the sign. We didn't know that they were perpetuating that. Come to find out, salute to the Ville. Like I said, I didn't know that they were asking people to bring those signs so that they can pick from the signs, allegedly, right?
Right. Allegedly, they were telling people, like, and I'm pretty sure this is just something Drake agreed to. You know what I'm saying? As much as I don't like Drake as a human being, right? The earlier songs of his catalog are undeniable. It's just that he has these alleged poor character traits that disturb me. This just shows you, as I said earlier, that he cannot, I repeat, he cannot sell out any stadiums, arenas, or anything like that based on his merits. There has to be a gimmick. There has to be incentive involved at this point for the fans in order for him to fill up stadiums. Not even stadiums. The YMCA. A gym. Yeah, a basketball gym at your local YMCA.
Right? So then you're like, well, who's paying this money out? Then it clicked to me, Challz, Steak is paying the money. The Ville said that, and it make perfect sense. Steak is putting up the money. Then when you look at the big giant picture of this thing, you're like, oh snap, they went to Australia. They booked 14, they booked mad shows. Gang, there's no reason to book that many shows. They booked mass shows and had low tickets. The ticket prices were low for a Drake show. Because they don't care about the ticket returns. They care about the video footage of him throwing a chuncletta at a drone. It's been Steak since you got here. He got...
Yeah, so this is all marketing when it comes to Steak. That's all. Like, the tour itself meant nothing. The tour, it was one big commercial. So even with Drake canceling the tour, the commercial was still a success. They got more people to sign up for their website. So that further tells me that Drake canceling those shows, it didn't mean nothing to Steak. They already made their money. They got more people to sign up for their website, to sign up for their app. That was the whole play. They made money no matter what. They were able to pay for this tour. They were absolutely able to pay for this tour if they needed to be. It's a gambling app. It's a casino, basically. They basically print money. You know what I'm saying? So how can they not afford to pay for this tour? They didn't want to because it wasn't intended to even go all these days, to be honest with you. And the fact that the ticket sales were low, that he didn't sell out these other dates and like they said he didn't sell those dates out, because had he sold them out, he would have the commercial would have continued. The commercial was enough of a success that the fact that he didn't sell these shows out, we can just stop it right now. We can just stop it right now. We made the money. This is good enough.
Steak shirts on. He got videos, fake skits of Steak. Drake was caught gambling on Steak by a drone. You get in, you see Drake coming out. He's coming out. He's looking. He's shocked. He looked real at first. He's shocking, and I'm gonna tell you, it looked real all the way until he threw the slipper over here. I said, oh, he didn't want to hit that drone. This whole shit's fake. The drone right here, and he goes like this. I said, this joint fake. It's a promotional video for Steak. So I said,
I ain't even care that it was once I saw the laptop with him gambling, I already knew that this was all a play. I already knew it was a play. Like, how could you, if you had any common sense, you knew it was a play.
if that's a promotional video for Steak, in the middle of this tour, they got something to do with this tour. Which I already knew that. But then when you put a video out promoting the company, now imagine how much promo they're getting. Everything they're putting out has Steak on it. Then you got the fake drone video that went viral. Every vlog was covering every blog, every vlog. Every blog, every vlog. That thing was free promo.
That's all it was free promo. That's it. This is degenerate behavior. This is unbecoming of a once mega superstar. But look, we're going to get into some more, right? We went over Challz Brown. Shout out to Challz Brown, bro. Shout out to Joe Budden for you letting me be able to react to your content. I ain't want to show Joe, but let's get into my buddy ShowFace, man. Let's get into his take on the matter and see what he got to say and the theory he's come up with and some of the stuff he's uncovered when it comes to this Drake situation and the fact that he canceled this tour.
Please be advised, the following content is rated F for fiction, which means it's not real. This is all entertainment. It never happened. This is all satire. It's all make-believe out of the mayor's head. Enjoy. Oh, champ. We here with another one, gang. Listen, man. We have disturbing, news. There has been some crazy allegations on Drake, which leads people to believe that this may be the reason why Drake left Australia altogether and abandoned his tour, right? His tour got canceled yesterday. Well, on Facebook, an alleged Drake victim is now speaking out, all right, when it comes to, allegations about Drake doing some heinous things with some minors, all right? Now, as you may know, last week, I actually, posted a video where there was someone saying there was a 16-year-old victim that used her older sister's ID to get in with Drake and his crew, okay, out there in Australia. Well, this might be the same girl. Now, a big shout out to Meet the Grams.
That is crazy. And I tend to believe this situation. I absolutely tend to believe this. Drake is a degenerate. He put on the Anita Max Win tour based on degeneracy. He's already had allegations about similar things from the past. Kendrick Lamar even touched on it. He equated him to Weinstein. Drake made the Drake brought up Epstein, which Kendrick didn't bring up Epstein. He brought up Weinstein. So you basically told on yourself. Weinstein and Epstein aren't the same thing. Weinstein, from what I know about Weinstein, he basically went on trial and got convicted of sexual misconduct with of age people. It was Epstein. It was Epstein that had the conduct with underage people. So are you telling on yourself, Drake? Just one can wonder.
On Twitter who posted this saying an alleged victim from Australia speaks out about an incident involving Drake in a Facebook group. And we're going to take a look at those tweets in just a second, gang. So let's take a look. All right, not tweets, but Facebook post. Sorry, that's not a usual thing on YouTube. I know Facebook post on YouTube ain't a usual thing, but as you can see, a lot of names are blurred out because these are minors, and the actual girl is here too as well. All right, it's being.
Look at this. Come forward with what? I missed it. Was wondering if if it was related to a string of SA on women. I hope you're okay. X for kisses, I'm guessing. Come forward with what? Sending you love and strength. Are you still making a video? And here's the response. I am. I just am awaiting to get approval for it. So if she's waiting to get approval for it, that means she's a minor. Because any grown adult wouldn't have to wait for approval. So we're gonna be following this. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to slowly get away from this content right here. Right? I'm gonna go and hopefully y'all join me. Oh, before I say anything, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Absolutely assault that like button for me. We're on the road to monetization. Help a brother out, you heard me? But had this been of age, a consenting adult, there would be no need for approval. She would just do it. Let's continue.
Said, come forward with what? What did I miss? Was wondering if it was related to the string of SA on women. I hope you're okay. I'll come forward.
A string of SA. So there seems to be multiple victims. And maybe this was just the only one that wasn't of age.
With what? Sending you love and strength. Are you still making a video? So apparently the victim spoke on, Facebook saying, I just am waiting to get approval for it. Interesting. So that might be the parents trying to stop the girl from actually saying these things. We got a little bit more. It says, and someone explained what's been happening. I've been at work for the last 3 days and have clearly missed literally all the tea. A girl on here posted Anon a few days ago that he SA'd and coerced her to do things with him she didn't want to. Apparently 2 others came forward with similar stories. He's fleeing.
So basically, Drake fled Australia trying to run away from these allegations. And it was at least three people who were affected by this. When I do these kind of YouTube videos, yeah, they're fun, right? Who doesn't like ragging on Drake? He was an easy victim. He was an easy target. But a lot of times when I do these videos, especially ones like this, is more so bringing awareness. One being, you should never put these people on a pedestal. 2 being, I want all degenerates to get what's due to them, jail time or whatever it is. I have no time for degenerate behavior. I don't Now, do I have to partake in this his form of me? Do I have to partake in Drake's music? No. But if he's a degenerate and he's going around victimizing people, he needs to be punished for it.
OMG, that's so effed up. I hope those women are doing okay. That was me. I made a report last night. Oh, champ. Hope you're doing okay, as can be lovely. Okay. So, apparently, these are not just minors, and apparently Drake allegedly coerced women to do things that they did not want to do or agree to do, which automatically is great. Now these are crazy accusations, all right? But for them to be in a Facebook group saying all this is very much telling and interesting, all right? I'm just gonna say that's pretty crazy. That's pretty wild, and we got even more stuff, all right? Now, someone says what happened, and they said some police reports were made by females. Okay, so this.
So this, and I ain't got time to be investigating. I actually got a real 9 to 5, right? So I ain't got time to be investigating this situation. But definitely believe that I'm going to be on the lookout for this one. I'm like, yo, like I say, man, this platform ain't necessarily built around this, And my next few videos, hopefully I can get away from this as long as there's no news coming about. I got another video I wanna do based on the current times politically. It's not gonna be like super political. It's just gonna be some common sense, because I don't really care what side of the political fence you sit on. I don't really care. But this right here was basically me trying to, clear up some unfinished business. So ShowFace News reported on that one. And there was some backlash, which I'm not too concerned about. ShowFace, this man can handle his own. But let's get into the backlash, because the Drake fans, the Drake stans, the Drake glazers, they didn't appreciate that video that ShowFace put out. So just bear in mind that when people like me, people like ShowFace, and all these other reaction channels, when we come out and we break certain things, there's sometimes there can be consequences for it. I'm not too much concerned. I live in Louisiana, dude. I'm well protected. And that's what I'm gonna leave it like that. I live in Louisiana. I'm a staunch believer in the Second Amendment, and I'm well protected. Just know that. So let's get into the backlash.
Please be advised, the following content is rated F for fiction, which means it's not real. This is all entertainment. It never happened. This is all satire. It's all make-believe out of the mayor's head. Enjoy. Oh, champ. It looks like these OVOs, they came and tried to press up on the mayor after the man dropped a very important video yesterday about accusations in Australia of Drake doing some nefarious acts to some women, and allegedly they went to the police about it, right? Made police reports and etc. Now we have the OVO glazers, Drake's top glazers, coming after the man, as you can see here, right? One gentleman by the name of Billy the Badass says,
Yo, bruh. Look, and it's crazy that it's mostly like men coming to defend this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be a whole different thing if this was females that were doing this. But no, it's males doing this. Like, it's almost like, and I said in my last video, dude, these dudes are just beta males simps living through Drake's sexual conquest. This dude is like, come on, bruh. Stop putting these celebrities on pedestals, dude. For all y'all putting Kendrick on a pedestal, I feel the same way about y'all. Don't be putting these people on pedestal. Kendrick is not your savior, dude. He's not the savior of hip hop. Just appreciate these people for the music. Just appreciate the music. If you're a Drake fan, I ain't knocking you. But just don't put this man on a pedestal. Same with Beyonce, same with Nicki Minaj. Like, these people bleed red just like you. So you about to take crash, you about to go on a dummy mission to assault another human being just because he said something negative about somebody that you decided you wanted to put on a pedestal. Some of these people don't even have put their own family on pedestals as much as they put these celebrities on pedestals. Y'all need to, come on, bro. Y'all need to tighten up. And this ain't no slight at just all the Drake glazers, dude. Like, you know, I want everybody. I don't care if you a Trump, Elon supporter. I don't care if you're a supporter of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Don't put these people on no pedestals, because whenever you do that, they always gonna let you down. They always gonna let you down, dude. Come on.
I'll unalive you, fat boy. Come to Missouri City. I'll show you what the F life's. Oh, champ, you're gonna unalive the mayor. Good luck with that, champ. All right, we got another person say, nigga, F you and F York. Lame ass nigga. Oh, champ. Hey, look, man. I'll tell you what. Nobody's gonna do anything to the mayor. All right, nobody, and I mean no one is gonna do anything to the mayor. All right, I dare you to try anything with the mayor. All you're gonna do is end up as a nice design on a Hanes t-shirt playing with me. Oh, champ, did you know that? If you play with the mayor, you make a Hanes tee very fashionable. Just so you know, right? Don't play with something safer. It's not me, gang, but then we had another gentleman, right? Claims to be from Compton and being a Drake Glazer. Listen, I know there was Drake Glazers in Compton, champ. Ain't that the home of Kennard, huh? Kennard, you got some Drake Glazers out there who allegedly are gang members. Hey. So anyway, this bozo named Oviola, right? Whatever mook name that is. Said, hey, champ, Compton and Acacia. Like I said, B-ass boy, play stupid games. I want to see if you're really like that. I'm in Compton and Acacia. You not putting in nobody on ish. I dropped my addy 8 times already. P-ass nigga, you a B. Link up the homie from 8 Trey Crips. You don't know nobody. I'ma show you what we do to niggas like you.
You are willing to unalive a person that you don't know for another person that you don't know. You're willing to take penitentiary chances with your own life just because someone said something that you don't agree with on YouTube. It's a sad state of affairs that we're living in. The United States, the world is going to crap. And this is the things we have to deal with when it comes to the entertainment space. So just imagine politically what we're dealing with throughout the world. It is absolutely a sad state of affairs. And when I do these videos, like I say, I like to have fun. But that now it's seeming to be taking a turn for the worse. It's no longer fun. If I got to worry about getting threats on my life just because the guy that you decide to put on a pedestal, I take issue with, and because I have a critique or a criticism, you feel like it's worth my life. It's worth taking my life. That is insane. And I want better for you. And I hope you get the help that you need. That's all the content I got for you today. Thank you for joining me so far. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm talking about absolutely assault that like button for your boy. I'm on the road to monetization to help a brother out. Until next time, you know what I'm saying? Peace.